Hello, everybody. Good
Thank you so
evening.
much. We don't believe we are here presenting our success story in the mastermind. And this is my second time coming in the mastermind. I already did my presentation in the first time before. So, and I don't believe I'm with my skeptical husband
Hello, everybody.
by
I'm
my side.
Bhupendra. This is my first time joining her here in the mastermind. Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching every Wednesday, and then this is a great opportunity for us, like to be here, especially for me. This is my first time. Thank you for this opportunity, Coach
And
Eden, Mike and Darren, and all the Dream Team family, and obviously our coach Susma. Everybody, thank you so much for this encouragement and this opportunity.
and you can thank me too.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you for this opportunity to join you
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
mastermind. Okay,
This is
so
all
we'll
because
start.
of me. Yeah,
I think we'll start our presentation, right?
yeah.
Okay. Uh, so on stage, I
Shown
guess.
stars. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I have to take it out of here.
Okay. Can you please confirm somebody that this is visible and you are seeing and listening to us? Okay. Yeah, I think there are thumbs.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
there are
Okay.
thumbs up and love.
Okay. Let's just start our journey.
This is our journey to 60 and little beyond because we are not yet 62, very close to 62, probably this month. So, this is Sunita Prasai and my husband, skeptical husband, who used to be, who turned to be a very supportive now, Bhupendra Paurial. So, yeah, today I'm so excited and I don't believe this is happening in our life. And the best part is that I'm not scared facing the being in the mastermind today. Probably I already had that before. that so
Can we move this one?
no,
I
we
think.
cannot do that.
Oh,
Coach Eden
okay.
has to do that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's hiding a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much,
Thanks,
Coach.
Coach. A little bit about our past profession. This is the slides that I made for myself, but I just before we got in the mastermind, I added him here. So it's mostly about myself. So he would be like
Yeah, I'm
keep on
I'm I'm going
sharing
to
his
add some of my information
yeah
together.
yeah, he would share his information as well. So my name is Sunita Prasai, originally from Nepal. Currently living in Toronto, Canada for past 13 plus years now. I'm professionally a food technologist by profession and worked as a senior QA executives back home in different food industries. Also worked as lecturers in colleges in Kathmandu and as also as a food scientist in Nepal Agriculture Research Council. So I wore many hats back home and after I came here as well. We are currently a citizen of Canada. We migrated as a PR, skilled workers category, as a biological scientist. So I brought my husband and a kid to Canada, and after that, we got another baby. So we have two boys now. We both, my husband and myself, has currently passed and qualified for the federal government job, but we decided not to accept it because we are in such an amazing platform that we can afford to reject such a great opportunity as a federal worker, right?
Okay, so myself, I'm Bhupendra Paudel, originally from Nepal, obviously. I'm still working in food manufacturing. I'm in the engineering department, working here in Canada. I did my master's from Sweden and went back to Nepal. We married there. Then we decided to move to Canada as she said, as a skilled migrant. And after coming here, I also started working in my same profession in manufacturing. I'm still working there, but now I am very strong on this one. And then I have to decide. I'm in a point where I have to decide now when I'm going to quit the job and come full time here. I'm in that borderline right now, so it can happen anytime. But I'm so serious about this business right now. I'm still on that at that phase right now. So yeah, it can happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he had said that like 2 years ago, Well, I wouldn't believe that because he was so strong
Yeah.
on, like, he was very, very skeptical and he was not letting me come into the business. So a little bit about our family. We have two boys, and these three men are. Oh no! What happened? What?
You cancel that one. You have
Yeah.
to go to media. Yeah. And so on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
okay. So you cannot get rid of this one?
No, no, you
Okay.
just,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So these three men are the reason why I wanted to start this digital business. Because before, when I was working as a professional in Canada, our life was very tough, and I was not being able to give time to my family. My husband was working. Like night shift, and I was like rotating shift, so it was so hard to manage those shifts. There would be a time when we both would be in shift work, like night shifts, and it would be very, very, very difficult for us to manage, and that was giving me like a lot of anxiety, and and I was in depression. I was in the medication, and when like every time I would there would be a shift, so that I would, like, for my night, then it would give me anxiety, and I was traumatized, right? So that was my situations, and for to get rid of those situations, I wanted to start something from my home, and I ended up doing traditional business. I ended up with MLMs, which was very, very hard and not a cup of tea for me, and I couldn't sell, I couldn't bug friends and families, so I failed everywhere. Finally, my prayers got heard because I really wanted something in my life. So that's how I started the digital business. So this probably I also set up all.
Yeah,
So
I just wanted to add up a little bit. So there's you can see the picture. We also did some, the
food
momos. I
businesses,
don't know
yeah.
if you guys know about the momos. It's a dumpling kind of thing, Nepalese version of dumpling. So we were also doing some of the stall in the fairs, like the food festivals and everything. So she tried everything basically. And to be honest, right now I feel bad. I feel like I regret for not supporting at that time. But I was at that point like I was okay for her to do anything, but not this digital or anything online. So that is how skeptical I was after she also joined the business. It took some time for me to buy into this idea of this business, and then after like learning, after seeing her doing in this business, after watching her from behind, then I learned that okay, there's no alternate for this opportunity. This is the best we could ever get. So that's why I slowly joined her. Right. So I think there's there's a slide that represents, like, she had the opportunity, she got her coach, she got her coaching call and everything, and in between there was me, like a villain, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like a villain there at that time, and I was a big villain at that time actually
Yeah.
for her. But yes, it took time. It took, it was very hard and tough for her. I want to say sorry now
Okay,
in
thank
front
you.
of everybody.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, it turned out to be the best opportunity for
Decisions
us.
forever, yeah.
Yeah, and then talking about the regions, actually, it's not only that simple, but like when we had those shift job, we were working both in food manufacturing, and then the manufacturing job is mostly in the shift. When we were working in the shift, we even had the cameras to watch our kids at home when we were home. So it was her turn on her break, she would check the camera and see how the kids are doing, and I in my break I was doing myself. So this is how we did this one, and it's still in that condition also. I feel so bad right now that I didn't support her to stay home and start something from home.
That's
See,
fine. That's
yeah,
fine. Don't regret too much.
okay.
So yeah. So like this could be also like a learning for other people. How I got hooked with my coach. I'm so grateful that I got her ad that day in my news feed, and she had a hook which was very powerful. I got hooked with that hook, and in her hook she was like asking, "Is that just me who's looking of time and financial freedom? Is it just me who wanted to get rid of all the debts from your credit card, your like mortgages, your like student loan and all that loans, or like is there anyone who is also like have the same idea as I have? Then I was like literally so serious about it. Actually, I felt like she's telling it directly to me. I was watching my phone like this, and I raised my hand saying, "No, it's me too." That's how serious I was, and I got hooked with that, and I couldn't stop. It was in the noon when I saw her ad, but like, and then I immediately registered with her, and then I started calling her throughout the day. Probably I made 40 calls. She didn't answer my calls, and I was still waiting and waiting and waiting. Finally, at 11:30 p.m. in the midnight, she answered my call, and after that, I didn't let her go. I holded her so tight that I asked many questions, because I was just throughout the day I was just studying about the business. I went through so many advertisements, and like every people were saying the same thing. So what is this business all about? Because algorithm brought many of similar kind of advertisements. And at the night, she answered me until close to 3 a.m. 2:30 to 3 a.m. and I was like totally sold out, and I wanted to start this business right away the same day, right? But here he comes as a villain, as you see in the picture. And then, like, yeah, it took me 4 days. 4 days later, I joined the business, despite of all the hurdles that was in my life. And the first thing I ever did after I got inside the business was finished my training in 10 days, and I broke the record of our team, whole entire team. And because of that, my entire team used to call me a rock star. So I was so proud. I was motivated. I was like lifted up, and I had never felt like that before. So it was started reflecting outside how happy I was from inside. So, and then I started, because before I was not a social person, social media guy. So, and that was the only time where I was like scrolling my Facebook, So like God has answered my prayer in that form. That's what I say. And then, yeah, and then after I got in the business, I started learning to use the Facebooks and other social media platforms, and I started enjoying it. And the first thing I did was I impressed him. He got impressed with the creativity. I didn't know that I could do the acting in TikToks. I discovered my new self, and yeah, and I started enjoying. In the meantime,
I think it's part of the social media, building the social media trust. You started doing the content, and then TikTok or videos, you came forward with all these things. And then when I saw you talking to your team meeting, you talking to your, team mates or other people from your team, I was impressed. Like, okay, this is giving something. This is I could see the transformation, the personal growth and everything. Even there was no financial growth. Obviously, it was too soon for any financial growth.
yeah.
But the personal transformation I witnessed in front, that was something that I like about this business. And then I was really, okay, there's something about this. And especially the moment you stop your medication for the depression because of this job,
because I was
because
so
of this
satisfied.
business opportunities. She was so happy every single day, and then so excited every single day to come forward and then talk about this one. So it made a big difference for us. It's not only financial, but health wise, our family relation wise, with the time we got for our kids and everything. So it totally changed our overall balance of our work and life. So that is when I was like totally into this business.
Yeah, before I started the business, like I was not that kind of person. I was always annoyed with things, and after that everything was just disappeared from my life, and I was always happy, contented. I was always giving, right? So yeah, that was the like biggest transformation of my life. I literally used to feel like a butterfly. I broke that cocoon, and I was out of my cocoon and in the beautiful, wonderful world. That's what I felt. And I didn't make money. He's so much why did you click so quick? So yeah, yeah, and then yeah, that is what showed, like, and like the big thing is that after 3 months I started the business, my Facebook got restricted, and when my Facebook got restricted, my coach was so scared because I was her second eagles, like number two eagles out of her two eagles, and she was scared. She was like reaching out to me at every 2 to 3 hours, and she would ask me, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I was like, What's wrong? Like, like I'm enjoying, like, I was anyways sharing my content in both my Facebook, regular Facebook, and my business page. I felt like, oh, my work has, like, cut off, so I don't have to post two like, two Facebooks, and I was enjoying my TikTok. Anyways, I was doing good, and yeah, so yeah, you can go to the next page.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this was our, the why and everything there to do this business. So let's talk about a little bit of our growth in this business. So yeah, she started on March 2023. So after that, I think we are the first, or she is the first person to celebrate 2A becoming 2A, because we started with the trifecta, but we added the third one a little bit late. So
Yeah.
when we did the third one, when we completed 1A, and then okay, when we started the first, we had the first distributor under us, we officially became the 2A. So that's the point. We started celebrating, actually.
Yeah.
We are missing the picture here, but we did that one.
Yeah.
And then February 2024, that is almost a year from there, we were 3A.
Yeah.
I had joined by that September, actually, on 2023 itself.
Yeah,
I joined the business.
yeah,
right?
we got, when I was like in between 2A and 3A, we got two distributors, two trifecta, because those we didn't have quadfacta those days, so we got two trifectas, and it was from my warm marketing, but I never knew, like, them as a, as a warm marketing, but it was from my Facebook, regular Facebook,
Personal
not the
Facebook,
personal
yeah.
Facebook. Yeah, so like if people are meant to come in your team, they would come anyway, whether your Facebook is, restricted, or if it is not, whether you show up in the business, whether, so if they are meant
As
to,
long as you show up in the business,
yeah,
basically.
yeah,
Yeah, even the page was restricted, but we were able to, yeah, get the first two
Yeah.
distributor and become 3A at that time. And then March 4th, March 2024. So it was not
it was back to back.
Back to back, yeah.
Yeah, we became 3 and
Yeah,
February.
and then in 1 month, actually, I think that was when we had our
March
winning
break.
kind of winning
Yes.
ad at that time.
Yeah.
So we were in the US trip, Florida trip, and then we became 4A at that time.
Yeah.
So 5A, we hit 5A on May, actually, just after a couple of months.
Yeah, the same ad
yeah.
took us from 4A
Yeah.
to 6A until now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then our top account, we claimed 6A on March 2025. So basically, in 2 years, it took us 2 years from starting. We're 6A. We are in two account right now in 6A, and then we are 5A in the other side. So we are looking at this 6A2 in next what this month, or sorry, not this month, next month, or at least within this year, right? So this is how our progress is. This is good. We are very satisfied with what we are getting with our team and everything. So yeah, this is our growth curve, let's say.
So pork for myself is like, it's not just like we ranked up, or we became financially stable, but it is also my professional and my personal growth. So because of this business, I got so confident that I took part as a beauty contest back home in Nepal, when I had visited there, and I was in a vacation for 3 months. I got an offer to participate in this contest, and I even took part there. I got new experience experience. I never thought I would be ever, in my life, I would ever be in the beauty contest. But this business gave me this opportunity, took me to different height, made me explore new thing that I
New
never
potential.
ever, yeah, ever even thought in my wild dream. So this is like more than just a business for me.
This
This
is
is,
this is where the other part or other side of the business comes forward. Like
yeah,
for me, it's for her. She took part in the beauty contest, and she was so excited. And I remember I was here. She was in Nepal, and then when she was preparing for this one, all these. Practices and everything behind the scene and everything,
yeah,
I was getting updated, and it was so exciting and so different experience for both of
yeah,
us.
yeah,
And at the same time, what I got in terms of personal growth and transformation is from a job mindset. I totally changed when after reading all these resources, the reference material from the trainings, and watching all masterminds, and going. We took part in the 6A and beyond program
yes,
as
yes,
well.
yeah.
So all these things help us, like transform totally from not for her, she was already there, but for me totally from like a business mindset to job mindset to a business mindset. And this is what I strongly recommend everybody in my warm circle, like warm network. If somebody ask me about this one, I don't mainly, I always advocate the transformation part, the resources, the training, the strong backbone we have in here in this community. That is what I talk about most of the time. And I talk about the growth and income potential later, but the first thing I always advocate about this platform is the resources, basically
Thank you so
what
much
we
for the
have.
emojis and love that you are showering on us. Thank you.
Okay, so this is why we took it very very seriously. So after getting into this business, after knowing the potential, after knowing how it can help us in long term, how we can build a legacy and all, and how we can be time and financially free, or we can get that freedom. So we took it so seriously. So we stopped going for this celebration birthday parties, or no, not even wasting a single day.
Yeah.
Now we are actually, our close friend circle, we have a very close friend circle who are not in the business, so they miss us every time when we talk, or sometimes we attend whatever
Once
is
in a
the
while.
ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always say, okay, we're missing, whatever you have to do it here, to come here and take your time. But we don't do that because we don't want to compromise that. We have
Yeah.
seen the future and the potential of the business, so we take it very seriously.
Yeah, this is just for a couple of years, and once we get our time freedom and we get our financial freedom, then we will celebrate every single birthdays, every single parties. That's what we have promised to ourselves, right? So this is like we are super duper serious about this business.
And we took it so seriously, this business, if our
As
life
if,
is depending on it.
yeah,
And you know what, right now our kids are not here, they are out of Canada for their study. And every time, like, we got a time to talk to them on Sunday and
weekends.
Saturday and Sunday. And when we talk, they also ask about the business. Actually,
Yeah,
they
there's
are very
13 and 4.
interested, they want to know like how we are doing. And they are surprised because we are able to afford their education
Out of
out of
Canada.
Canada, for their residency and education and everything, just because of this business, right?
Yeah,
So they are also excited. Okay, this is what
they're
our
so
parents can do
grateful.
because of this business. So
They're so
this is,
grateful.
they are very
Yeah.
grateful, and we are always grateful for this opportunity. And we are taking it very very seriously.
Overcoming barriers. Like so far we have reached at this point and of our, like, business success. So at this point, like, when I look back, what I felt like, and I teach my team, is that there is no such thing like barriers in our, in our business. The only barrier that's in our business is our negative self-talk with ourselves, negative thinking, That's the only barrier. Other than that, it's just a matter of time. If even people are not seeing the result right away, it's just a matter of time. Just believe that we are in a right platform. We are in a great platform. There are so many people who lose a lot of money, who lose, like, a lot of their time, like being in a wrong platform. They ended up with a wrong platform. But just see ourselves where we are, right? So, like, if you don't see the result right away, that's just because God is taking your patience test. So pass that test, God's test, and you will definitely reach that like height where you would be able to share your journey here in this digital, like in this mastermind someday. So just like be there. That's all I want to share. So ask yourself, how many hours are you putting in the business? Are you investing in your business, right? Investing your time, investing your attentions? Are you as serious as we are, that we are avoiding our friends and families and everything? We are just focused, like, like what you call in our terms, they like a horse with the like whatever they put in their eyes, right? So yeah.
And one
we're
more
so,
thing for these barriers in this business that we have realized, because we started with the first 2 points and added one, became trifecta before our first distributor. And at that time, we didn't have quad factor, obviously. If it was, then now
we would
I say that
definitely
we will
start
do
with,
that.
yeah.
So how serious you are about this business? Are you taking it as just okay, let's do it the 1 point, and then okay, if it works, then okay, yeah, continue. If not, then okay, leave it. So if you are doing that, it will not going to work. Okay,
Yeah.
so you have to take it seriously. So you have to take most out of it. What is the opportunity there? Like, for example, right now you have an opportunity to do a quad factor, then do a quad factor, because once you
Yeah.
do that, you will make a platform ready for yourself to
Yeah.
start the best income right away from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And then you will take it seriously. So
Yeah. That gives
yes,
you a
yeah,
lot of
that is
push.
that is
Lot of push.
a strategic thing, that is something different than the mindset. But
Yeah.
this is a technical part of the business. So
Yeah.
if you want to start strong. Make it like strong, so that you can count on this business, right?
Yeah.
If you start with 1 point, we are not saying that you cannot. Everybody has their own budget, on condition. That's a thing. But if you can make it to the best one. That's
Yeah.
what we are saying.
Yeah.
So that will help you overcome the barrier, because it will give you the right start from the beginning. It will fire you up, then you will
Yeah.
start in that same momentum, then you can keep the momentum going like that. So
Yeah.
always try to do that.
Yeah, that's how we are helping ourselves, and that's how we are helping our team. And if you also see, like, other, like, people who started with 6A, that gives you a push, because you wanted to get that return of investment as soon as possible, right? So yeah, that's what I felt, and I encourage even my team to start with that point, because it's so powerful, right? And money attracts money, after all. So we always remind ourselves that this business is a long-term plan. This is not a getting rich quick scheme. Like I had 10 months of like gap, but still in those gaps I made 2A. And then after, once I like started my advertisement, it turned out to be a winning ad. That was my second ad, which turned out to be a winning ad, and it took us to this level. But now we are in the search of another winning ad to take us to next 682-3. That's our next target, right? So see a big picture, see yourself in a big picture. Don't play a small game, right? So and then that is the only, like, pushing factor. That's how I do. Like, I see other people's income, right? And then that's how you trust that you are in the right platform. um, and if it's taking a longer time for us, like, in our like my coaches team, there are our other partners, who have hit 682 in a matter of 2 years. We are also in a business for 2 years, but we have taken their success as an encouragement, and we know that we will reach there too someday, right? So if it's taking you time, good thing that we are being rooted, grounded, so that when we shoot like Chinese bamboo tree 85 feet, all of a sudden we should be grounded enough, or we should be rooted enough so that it can hold our growth. Otherwise it won't, like if you get everything all of everything all over